Second Cup is brought to you by Roswell Park Comprehensive Care Center.
Good morning to everybody who's joining us for Second Cup. I have Aaron with me once again this morning. We'll see how today goes.
One more day. One more tomorrow.
He's been on a real tear this week, so.
I'm excited to talk about the Bills.
I know. You love talking. He goes, what are our topics today? I list the topics. He goes, I'm going to do some quick research. Okay. I said, oh, that was really quick. Good job.
I'd like to know a little heads up what we're talking about, but really, like you told me at what, 8?
Maybe.
Now it's 8:01.
Yeah, exactly.
And I looked up traffic, and here we are.
Maybe I'll throw something else at you just for fun. You'll never know.
Well, you're right. I cannot read your mind, so I will never know.
No, I certainly can't. Okay, so we are also, once again, here. Let's bring up Mary's comment. We love starting our day with Good Morning Buffalo, the perfect mix of news, weather, and fun. Thanks, Mary.
Oh,
Mary. Well, we're glad to have you here, Peter.
We're super happy to have you.
Happy almost Friday and one day closer to spring. No kidding. Julie says, happy Snowfall, Thursday Cuppies crew, who's looking forward to shoveling snow.
Julie, we've had snow every day but one so far for the month of January.
Oh.
We're obviously getting snow today.
Did you check that after someone asked? The snowiest, remember that?
Yeah. And the record amount of snow, we're nowhere near that. That was in the winter of 1977, so that was like 68 inches.
Makes sense, right?
We're at 32. We're above normal, but we probably won't even end up in the top 10. Bottom line is, it's been cold and snowy, and temperatures this month have been below normal. Snow has been above normal. When we did our winter weather outlook, we said this winter, the way the global pattern was shaping up was going to be cold and snowy, and we are seeing that.
Snow every day but one this January. Wow.
24th at 0.00 inches. That's at the airport, so you may have had snow that day.
What day was that?
A non-snowy day.
I'm trying to remember. So the 24th was Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. No snow at the airport on Saturday, right? And then, right, because then we got it Sunday and Monday.
Oh, yes, yeah. Saturday was the frigid day.
Yeah.
And then Sunday, Monday were the snow days.
Right.
And then we're still kind of digging out from that.
Mark wants to know, is there any place in the U.S. that's warm right now?
West Coast, temperatures well above normal. So if you're looking to go to, say, San Diego, L.A., that would be nice.
You know, my friend lives in Arizona, and he was having pretty nice temperatures for a little while there.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah. Florida's even cold.
Florida's freezing right now.
Yeah. My son's in school down there, and he said, oh, yeah, everyone's got their winter stuff on.
I just sent this video that I'm going to have our producers put in the show tomorrow, but I just sent it. I saw on Instagram. It's from one of the aquariums in Texas.
Okay.
And they were out picking up sea turtles that were freezing.
Really?
Yeah, and putting them into a boat and, kind of saving them, bringing them in.
Wow. And then you see the iguanas, they all fall in South Florida too, and they get cold.
Yeah, actually, so this happened one time to me and Paul, and this actually had nothing to do with the temperature because I think we were in Aruba. His brother was getting married, and we went out to dinner, just the two of us were sitting there, and an iguana fell out of the tree. It must just have made a misstep, but I'm telling you, it was like, boom, and we were both like this.
And they can get huge.
Yeah,
they look prehistoric if you're like
we still talk about it because we were like sitting there, and it was one of those cute little huts, and then all of a sudden this thing, and we were just like, oh my God, what do you do?
Made
its way.
I see a lot of folks chiming in with the South Florida temps. Yeah, Fort Lauderdale, 49. I know this weekend's supposed to be really cold in Miami. So, I mean, if you were planning, I think someone said planning a trip there. And I know you want warm temperatures. Unfortunately, it's going to be cold even there.
I'm in Orlando in the 30s. This weekend's going to be colder.
Oh
my goodness. Well,
we had a bunch of people from our station move down to Orlando to get away from the cold.
Brought the cold with them.
Yeah, they brought it. You can blame them.
So one thing we do want to get to right now, though, is traffic, because we've been watching the snow is just making things so slippery, and we're following all these different accidents.
So let's go.
Look at both sides of the highway.
Yeah, so the 290, that's the 290 westbound, right by exit 6. That's Sheridan Drive, where the left lane is closed off for that car. There were several cars involved in this. The others have been moved. But also the 290 eastbound, either from people checking out the accident on the other side, or just all that volume with the snow making its way toward the Blue Water Tower. So you have the accident on the 290 going westbound just beyond exit 6, and then the 290 eastbound from the 990 to the 90 is going very, very slowly. So heads up in that area. 33 inbound is also moving quite slowly. And as we look at the 190 southbound, the 400 northbound slowing down as well. A lot of snow on the 400 northbound too.
Jordan, can you go to the 33 between Bailey and Suffolk? It really is slow. I don't see an accident there, but it's just crawling along there. I'm checking a couple of these cameras because, you know, like it's like we said, sometimes you see stuff. On
It's
the
so
cameras.
crazy because in Batavia, it's sunny right now. And then you go to Pembroke where the snow is coming down. And then you make your way to Depew, it's snowing. It's just amazing to look at some of the cameras this morning. And then, of course, with the traffic, things are really crawling along across the area. You know, the one accident right now, so that's a good sign. But there are definitely, even the main roads are snow covered and slippery.
I drove out to Amherst last night and it was just like at the worst time. I mean, it was rush hour, but that's not why it was bad. The snow was coming down and like that snow band that was just like sitting there.
Yeah, over Amherst and the North Towns.
Yes.
Yeah,
So I drove through that. It took me like an hour to get out there from Buffalo. And then on my way back, I called my brother, and you know he lives. If you watch the show, you know he lives with us, and he has his own place. We have a double. But anyways, I called him and I was like, "What's it like at the house?" And he's like, "It's just literally snowing here." He goes, and he drove, you know, to get back from work, and he's just like, "It's probably snowed inches since I got home." He goes, "It's just sitting here now." So then I drove back through it on the other way. So
that's crazy. Yeah, look at the 400. The 400 at Union. That's a slow go as you make your way towards the 90.
Yes, I agree. We got another 3 to 5 inches last night. I definitely had, I would say, 3 inches of snow in my driveway.
Yeah, I know when I left this morning, I was like, oh, I know what. Well, I was thinking I know what I'm going to be doing later, but then I'm like, that's why I had kids.
Yeah.
So I'll probably have him do it.
And so I'm going to bundle Logan up and I am going to say, shove that snowblower with all your might, little guy. Oh, maybe that's too dangerous for you. Here's a shovel.
Start him early. Yes.
You can't walk yet, but maybe you can shove it a little with this. Yeah.
So that's the 4. Let's see. Jordan, try the 400 at Seneca.
Oh, Megan, let me pull up your comment too while we're doing that. She heard there have been 2 bus accidents in West Seneca this morning, one on its side. Police said to come get kids. So Megan, I saw a post about that too. I did not see a picture of the bus on its side. Our producer Jordan was going to call on that. So let's see if she got any information.
I'm asking Jordan to do a lot this morning.
I know.
So, yeah.
Fire on PD. Here's the update because I saw that right before Second Cup. I said, hey, can you call on this? She said, Fire and PD responding. Who the dispatcher she spoke to says the bus is not on its side, but that's all the info that could be given right now.
And then the 290 accident that was going westbound by Sheridan Drive, there was a bus involved with that one. But then the bus, look at the doors open, and I think the police, man was like, "Hey, everything okay?" And then they drove off. So that's, there's been a couple of bus, issues this morning, which is, obviously very scary because your kids are on those.
Yeah, for sure. The roads are they're really slippery. They're really slick. Salamanca, Gloria says is fine. Sarah says she passed a couple accidents, one on Delaware, disabled vehicle off the Skyway exit 2. Ooh. So getting back to Megan, yes, there was police and fire responding to a bus accident in West Seneca. Bus was not on its side is what the dispatcher told us.
And, we're talking about how cold it is. Tomorrow morning, even colder. We're looking at a record low for tomorrow morning. The forecast low, 5 degrees below zero. The record low, 3 below. So back in 2019, normal low, 18 degrees. So we haven't been cold enough. Tomorrow we start the day with record cold temperatures.
So I'm going to ask a question then that I know everybody's wondering right now, which is
get to the snow, but there's the dog walking forecast.
Well, I was going to say with that forecast and that record low, will we see schools canceled? That's what everybody wants.
Okay, that's a great question. And like we saw the other day with the delays, I could totally see that. Because we do have the cold weather advisory in effect for all of Western New York, and that's in effect from 7 p.m. today through 10 a.m. on Friday. Wind chill readings tomorrow, 15 to 25 degrees below zero as the kids are going out to school. So you could see some delays. You could see some closures as well. We're not going to have much in the way of snowfall, but with the temperatures well below zero, a little bit of wind will make for dangerously cold start to your day. So parents all across Western New York, not just in one location, but it is for the entire area. Definitely have a plan that some schools could be delayed or closed tomorrow due to the extremely cold temperatures. Tomorrow, our highs are only in the single digits, so it doesn't get much better.
Yeah, and we also say too, a lot of the times those delays might impact more the districts that have more walkers, the districts that have more kids who would be waiting out there longer.
Yeah, we see it in Jamestown, Niagara Falls, Lockport has a lot of kids walking to school. Of course, here in the city of Buffalo, a lot of walkers and a lot of different bus transfers. So I would say some will be delayed or canceled tomorrow because of the cold weather advisory that has been issued. Talking air temperatures below zero, you factor in a bit of a breeze, and with temperatures staying in the single digits all day, it's a tough call. There've been a number of school closures already, so they're kind of eating into their days. Do they go remote? Do they
Could
close?
they talk about that today? Take your stuff home.
Yeah.
Make sure you've got what you need. That's a possibility.
It's a lot of moving parts. Yeah.
Yeah, Bonnie Lee. I totally understand the kids need school, but why can't they do remote? They did this for COVID, and they could we saw Newport, I think, right?
Yeah, Newport did it.
They did a couple days this week instead of snow days. They did remote days. So I think part of it is just the planning ahead too and making sure the kids have what they need.
Yeah, it brings us such horrible memories when they're doing it remote.
I know, but they wouldn't be doing it every day
Yeah.
here. They'd just be doing it every now and then and, knock out some lessons. But you do have to plan for that. And the teachers have to plan for that too.
Yeah, because now they are losing a lot of precious days. We saw a number last week, and then you had the regions exams, and now this week too. And we're still watching Buff State. They're closed again 3 out of 4 days this week because of snow removal. And temperatures aren't going to get that much better.
Okay, so Buff State has closed. Again, this is 3 out of 4 of the days so far this week. They're closed again today. And it's because they can't get all the snow out of their parking lots and their sidewalks. Because kids they have to park and then they have to walk to their classes. And so we got some pictures. Jordan, do you have the pictures that some of those students sent us? So they're walking in each other's tracks right now, or they said they were walking in each other's tracks. And this is an example of, what they say they were walking. Like that's probably not the safest path to be walking.
No. Plaintiff attorneys are going, all right, we'll be busy with this. Yeah, there's a plow right there. And they're moving the snow, but they don't have a snowblower to go around in this narrow areas. I took a lot of deep breaths, but as a parent who's now covered 2 tuitions for college, if I were a parent and, hey, how's school? Oh, we're not having it. Why? Well, they can't move the snow. Wait, aren't you in Buffalo?
Right.
I'd be like, even Oswego's gets way more snow and they're remote today, but it didn't even seem like they were doing that.
So
I would have.
Yeah.
I'm not
a contingency plan.
Yeah.
For sure.
And when I taught there, I felt like we always found a way in, and they did move the snow well. So something happened. And that would be very frustrating. I know the kids get excited, but really you're paying to learn. I know. Want to be learning.
And you're right. I remember being in college, and I went to college in Ohio, so it was a little bit different. And I remember we just got a teeny bit of snow. A couple inches, and things got canceled just because people weren't as used to driving in it quite as much. And I was like, all right.
Yeah.
But that was one day, and I was from Buffalo, and I'm like, I can handle this.
I think in March '93, when you had the super storm, Oswego was closed. Everything was closed.
Okay,
on the East
can
Coast.
I ask a question about Oswego?
Sure.
Is that rumor true?
No, they did not have ropes. I know. But let me tell you, I was there.
You guys know what I was going to ask?
Yes.
So that's what you always hear about SUNY Oswego, that they would tie the ropes to the building so that they could get to different places.
You could get to throughout campus by going into different buildings.
It's so
and
funny
cutting
that
through.
you were like, no.
But I never had ropes there. But I was back there early November, and it was cold and snowy.
It's so windy too.
And that wind comes off the lake, and I'm like, how did we survive? Now I have nice gear on.
You were in college.
Yeah, exactly. But I remember that storm. Classes were canceled. But the Met department was able to get into the meteorology area, and all of us were in there just watching it. So, but that one time, and that was a record snowstorm that people still talk about. So that the frustration. We've had 32 inches of snow this month. That should be able to be moved. And
but you know what? And it's just, here's the other thing too. And I'm just thinking about the other side of it. We've gotten a statement from Buff State, but you also never know, if people are out sick, if people are whatever, maybe they're just short staffed. And I get it, maybe.
Yeah, they absolutely could. We don't have their side, and I'm not piling on.
We've got a statement from them.
Listen, snow removal is tough. My driveway, I have to tend to it every day. They have to attend to an entire college campus.
Right.
But
wait.
Yeah.
Okay, so listen to this. We're out when it was freezing the other day, me and Paul. It must have been Sunday, I think. Shoveling out our cars.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Doing the driveway. He's doing the snowblower.
Yeah.
I'm doing the car. Okay. I look across the street, and there's one of the houses is a rental over there, and there's all these young dudes that live there.
Yeah.
The one kid's in shorts. Paul and I are in snowmobile suits.
Love
right?
it.
We are bundled. He's got his stuff. I've got all my stuff, and I'm like, Paul, and I'm like this, and he's like, what? Because he's a snowmobile. I go, wearing shorts, because he's 20. I was I remember those days.
Yeah, I
you don't feel the cold as much.
We were driving by UB yesterday and saw some people in shorts.
Oh, I was like, oh my God, he's brushing his whole car up.
Yeah.
He has sneakers and shorts. I'm like, this kid's got to be freezing.
You know what? It's 12 and the wind chill's well below zero, snow sideways. But you know what? We've all been there at that age. Yeah.
And I'm trying to like motion to Paul while he's doing the snowball. What? I'm like, oh, we're fun 40-year-olds here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Erie County Blotter, thanks for joining in. So we saw that. We called on that as well, that there was a bus on its side. That's why the Fisher Road is closed. And I saw a picture that was posted. It didn't totally look on its side, and I think you might have had that picture too. But we did call fire and PD both on the scene.
Okay.
And what Jordan said, no injuries, I believe.
Yeah, and I think the Erie County Blotter said that as well.
Okay, great. Yeah.
Super scary.
No, he just said not on its side. So fire and police responding, bus not on its side is what we have. So thank you for reaching out, letting us know.
That's great. And the accident at 290 West has been cleared. Still congestion as they work through that. And the 290 eastbound's going a little bit better as well as, we're starting to see the volume thin out a bit, but, we're looking at the cameras and there's still a number of, areas where the snow is coming down. 33 is pretty slow with some snow. So just heads up, we had a number of accidents yesterday on the 33 and you're still driving in the snow tracks on the 33. If you look at that by the 198, it's snowing. So I went to UB for a while. Snow removal was great. Jason, there you go.
And that was the difference that a lot of students were saying. Students said yesterday, hey, UB did it. Yeah. And you think about the South Campus, it's a couple miles from Buck State.
Yeah, I was, at UB yesterday while the snow was coming down at like the perfect time, around 6 o'clock. And, they were, probably did. Would have honked. And, it was manageable for sure.
Yeah.
And, they have 30,000 kids going there. So,
right. So we'll.
I just like as a tuition payer, that would be frustrating.
Is cute. Tina says, I saw somewhere a teacher was giving extra credit to students who help shovel out neighbors. Let me know if you see
awesome.
that. Yeah, that's a really nice idea.
That. I mean, a lot of people do need help. Like, there's a lot of snow. There's officially 12 inches of snow on the ground at the airport. It gives you the snow depth. So we all have a lot of snow on the ground. We continue to see the snow. And like I said, it snowed every day except for one this month. So, if you're a teacher, that's a great idea. If you can have the kids help out, that would be nice. And, if you look at the radar, you can see that snow is still coming down across the area, really stretching from Dunkirk through the south towns here in Buffalo, the light snow. And then we do have that snow as you make your way up toward Niagara Falls. Lockport, a little burst of snow just moving through right now. So heads up on that.
Denise, well, I've got your comment up. Can you give me more information on this? When the kids had no school Tuesday, it was remote learning. My kids can't bring their tablet home. A lot of these kids don't have laptops or tablets.
Oh.
What district was that? Did they get them? Are they not allowed to bring them home? Can you elaborate on that? Send me some more information because I'd love to kind of flush that out a little bit. Because if you are going to ask kids to remote learn, they need to have.
You have to have your tablet with you. Exactly.
Absolutely. Yeah. So maybe we could talk about that a little bit.
And that's a bummer if you didn't, if you can't bring it home, but you're going remote and then you're missing out on the lesson. You're probably missing out on the homework assignment. So yeah.
So Denise is saying that's in Buffalo. Okay. So Denise, they could not bring their tablet. They're not allowed to bring their tablet and their laptop home because I know, again, with the remote learning, are they expected to use something at home then? Let me know. Okay. Well, Denise is, I'm sure, typing out an answer to us. I do also want to talk about, let's answer Marlene's question, then we'll talk about Joe Brady a little bit. Okay. Because we're going to officially hear from
that storm will not impact us. That will impact the East Coast. So if you have plans to say Boston, you will be impacted if you were to go there. It's going to be along the eastern seaboard, and that'll be missing us.
And our Tim wants to know, how long can we expect snow to keep falling in the South Towns?
Off and on throughout the day today, Tim. Yeah. There's enough open water on the eastern end of Lake Erie to produce some snow, and we're seeing that right now.
And that blows my mind because it's 95% covered?
Yes, yeah. Like yesterday when we could ship whales, my mind was blown. Yeah. And today with the ice, 95% ice covered, a little open water on the eastern end where we are. That's the deeper part of the lake. And a lot of the ice is pretty thin and slushy, so you're getting some moisture through it. Okay. I always say, even if it's 100% iced over, you still get some moisture through that. Okay. So it doesn't completely ever shut off. But, the bands coming in are very impressive. If that lake were open, we would be dealing with significant snow. Wow. But right now, we're talking about a dusting to up to 3 inches in the band for today. And, Lake Erie, 95% iced over. It's got to get close to 100% by Sunday because tonight we're talking a low of 5 degrees below zero. With the winds, you're moving that water around a little bit, so it's hard to freeze up. But if they calm down, watch that lake to become 100% iced over.
Kim's wondering about Sunday.
18 degrees, the high on Sunday. Partly sunny. Maybe near like Lake Ontario shoreline.
Okay.
But nothing crazy. It'll mix of sun and clouds, highs in the upper teens. Kind of weather-wise, kind of quiet and cold this weekend. So skiers, snowboarders, anyone who wants to do some sort of outdoor activities, they'll be okay. You obviously got to bundle up, but I mean, I'm seeing Holiday Valley and Kissing Bridge. Kissing Bridge has a 76-inch base.
Yeah,
I mean,
love that.
That's more than 6 feet. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Any snow for Sanborn today? Yes. Kathy, you'll have some snow showers off and on off of Lake Ontario, and you will continue that through like tomorrow and early Saturday.
How about the North Towns?
Yeah, we're getting it right now. Looking at the radar, Lockport toward the falls. Wheatfield has snow. You'll see some snow showers off and on. Later this afternoon in the North Towns, tune in. Autumn will be here. And Mary Beth, I believe, starts today again at 5. So Mary Beth will be back. MB's here. And there could be a band of snow in the North Towns that will slow things down. So we're going to watch that closely. Could see some snow really all the way from Lake Huron, Clip Lake, Ontario, and impact the North Towns later today. So check in Autumn and MB. They'll be having a weather party, and they'll keep you posted.
A weather party. Let me hit Beth and Jeanette. We talked about this a little while ago. If you're just joining us, school could potentially be closed tomorrow. It's going to be very, very cold. Yeah. We are expecting maybe some delays in some of the districts. So I would have a contingency plan if you've got kids.
100%. Check in later today. There is a cold weather advisory for all of Western New York and Northern Pennsylvania from 7 p.m. today to 10 a.m. on Friday. Your air temperature tonight, -5. You factor in the winds, it'll feel like it's -15. We hold in the single digits tomorrow. So right now, I would assume all the superintendents are scrambling to see what we should do tomorrow morning. Snow won't be a big deal, but that is the coldest it's been. We won't get out of the single digits for the first time since January 31st, 2019.
Burr.
Yeah. Burr. Or what was my weather word? Ugh. I'll use burr tomorrow. Thank you.
Yeah. So keep that in mind. Have those contingency plans. You know, like we can tell you, the potential's there. We don't make the decisions. No, we don't. And like some districts will call me. Yeah, I take a lot of calls, and I will tell them exactly what I just told you. Here's your information. Here are the facts. Yep. It's going to be below 0 tonight. A little bit of a breeze will make it dangerously cold, and wind chills are going to be 15 to 25 below 0. I would say if we didn't have a number of closures already, the answer would be yes. But I think they want to wait as long as they can to see if maybe it's not going to be that windy tomorrow and we can get them to school. All right. Katie just jumped on late. Any news on the bus on its side and Fisher? We did talk about that too. We called West Seneca. Police and fire are responding. The bus is not on its side, according to dispatcher that we spoke with. I don't have any official word on any injuries. Somebody else mentioned they heard there weren't any, but I don't have that officially to tell you. So that's the information that I have right now. But there were kids on the bus. I don't have that either. Okay. But it was police and fire responding. So at least first responders are there, and that the bus was not on its side. That's according to they're all right. Well, obviously that's something you'll be watching very closely. Paula says she wishes we did make the decision. Boy, me too, Paula. It's like, believe me. Katie makes a lot of decisions around here. So. And you're welcome. Yeah. We'll talk real quick about Joe Brady too, because I want to let you guys know they're officially, the Bills introducing him today at noon, and we are going to carry that live. So I'll be here anchoring that for you. Awesome. Awesome. So that's today. You're here for the noon too? Oh, yeah. Okay, very good. So we'll be here watching this. We'll be listening to Joe Brady as the new head coach. What he has to say. Yeah, I'll be interested to hear what he has to say. I bet a lot of our concerns are going to be laid to rest after about 12:30. He's probably going to come out all fired up and saying, this is what we're going to do differently. I'm super excited. And we are going to get that #1 seed next year and march toward the Super Bowl in 2026. All right. Yep. All right. So we're going to carry that live for you on air. We're also going to stream it for you. So if you're at work or something and you're able to kind of watch on the side, we'll have it there. There's all the information. Catch it live on air on our app. Download our app if you don't have it, because you can watch it right there. We'll stream it on Facebook too. Awesome. I'm looking forward to hearing what he has to say. I am too. You got to wrap your head around this, okay? Whether or not you like the decision, wrap your head around it. He's here. And I'm kind of embracing the fact that he's a younger guy, and let's see where this gets us. I'm with you. And, after the dust settled, I'm totally taking that same approach. And I said before, if we poached him from a different staff, we would be over the moon. Right. So happy. So we'll see what he has to say. My question would be, who are you going to hire as defensive coordinator? And do you have any philosophical differences or changes that you're going to make from the last coach? And then go from there. Okay. Very good. So that, I guess if
Beauvais needs me, I could do weather and help.
Yeah, no, we'll let you know if Beauvais needs any help with.
I think he's like, Aaron, just stay in the weather center.
Yeah,
Let me go do one more check on traffic for you.
All right,
and
very
then I
good,
gotta get ready.
Aaron's gonna go in just a couple seconds here.
So we're all good. Just some congestion on the 290 west.
Okay, so take care as you're driving out this morning. Let's see here. Kathy, by the way, says stay safe and warm. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Katie and Aaron. You're welcome, Kathy. Appreciate it. Melly, thank you. So we talked about this before. Fire and police both on the scene. We're told the bus is not on its side. That was a report that it was on its side. So we've got first responders there. We'll call again and get some more information. But that was like the basic info that we could get right now. Just know that they are on the scene. Jason says, hey, give Joe Brady a chance. Yeah, well, we're going to hear from him today. And again, I love that we're streaming this and I love that we're carrying it live for you because I think that this is something everybody wants to know about. This is something everybody wants to hear. So you have the opportunity to check that out today. And I think it'll be interesting to hear what he has to say. Just so you guys know, in about 45 seconds, I'm going to stop. We're going to let Aaron pop in for that forecast. Just keep in mind, those roads are really, really slick. So if you're going out today, be so careful. Again, we've watched so many accidents throughout the morning this morning. They mostly are cleared now, but there's still so much congestion. Take a look. I mean, this is just it. We're seeing it all over the place. So much congestion, specifically on the 33 too. And it's just taking everybody time to be able to get where they have to go. So take care with that. And again, for school closings, if you're just joining us, okay, here's the 290. That accident was cleared, but still that congestion there. If you're just joining us, we talk about school closings tomorrow. Aaron says possibility. It's going to be really, really cold. So we'll be keeping an eye on that. We don't make the decision. We just give the info. So that's the best we can do. All right, stand by. Aaron's giving his forecast.
All right. Good morning, everyone. We are looking right now at the 290 by Sheridan. Eastbound and westbound, things are moving slowly. Westbound, things are improving. The accident earlier has been cleared, but eastbound, you are still crawling along as you make your way toward the Blue Water Tower. So that is a slow go through that area. Slow go on the 33 as well. Your weather headlines for today: cold and snowy right now. This afternoon, frigid with wind chills still below zero. Tonight, we're talking record cold with an overnight low of 5 degrees below zero. You factor in the winds, it'll be even colder. We look at the radar right now, and we have some light to at times moderate snow coming down from Niagara Falls toward Lockport, back over towards Somerset, Middleport, Medina, over toward Albion. And then we head further south, Wales over toward along the 219, Concord, Boston, over into Hamburg and Brant. Some light snow showers to start off your day. 11 in Buffalo, 11 in Niagara Falls, 3 right now in Jamestown. Watch out, those winds will kick up, and winds are going to gust around 20 to 25 miles per hour today, putting wind chills well below zero, and that's how they're going to stay throughout the day. Right now, it feels like 3 below in Buffalo, 11 below in Jamestown, 3 degrees below zero in Niagara Falls. Your hourly forecast for today: the snow showers this morning. It'll be cold with snow showers off and on today. Temperatures kind of hovering between around 10 and 15 degrees. Buffalo northward, you're in the single digits across the southern tier. So here's your forecast for today. Snow showers, a dusting to up to 3 inches in some of these lake bands. Your high today, 14. Winds out of the southwest becoming westerly, 10 to 20 miles per hour with some higher gusts. Tonight, your low, 5 below. So extreme cold with some snow, a dusting to 1 inch or 2 in some of the lake bands. Tomorrow, your high temperature just 9. Frigid for your Friday. Saturday, 13, mostly cloudy. Upper teens on Sunday. And then, hey, we are in the 20s for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
The 20s, going to feel tropical after this stretch that we've had. All right, Aaron, thanks. We, of course, will be tracking this forecast. Yeah, Jordan, pop that right back up. That's, look at that, 26, 26, 23, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And again, tonight into tomorrow morning, going to be the coldest right here that we're seeing. So we will be keeping an eye out for those school closings, possible delays too. I guess the best thing right now is if you've got someone in school, you've got a child in school, just make sure you have a contingency plan, someone to call, or maybe, take half a day or a couple hours from work if you're able to. Just like make that plan now, because you just never know. You might see that happen. Everybody's laughing, saying we're getting a heat wave next week. No kidding. All right. Thanks so much for joining us, everybody. I will see you back here tomorrow, and then we'll make our way into the weekend together. Don't forget, you can catch Joe Brady today. His first introduction as head coach of the Bills. That's going to be today at noon. I'll be here for you for that. Catch it live on air and then on our WKBW app. If you've downloaded that, you can watch it right wherever you are. Have a great day, and I will see you at noon, then back here tomorrow morning. Bye-bye.